Hello there. My over-the-board tournament, Split Chess Open 2021, just finished. The ninth round and the last round ended today. So I just wanted to share a small recap of the tournament and to share with you my results and just briefly tell you how the tournament went. And of course, afterwards, I will analyze game by game in detail. First, I have to analyze each game on my board, so I will do this the old-fashioned way. So I will use my board and my notebook, and I will analyze all of my games. And then after I analyze each game, I will share with you on the channel my analysis and also some insights from the engine, which I will run later on. Okay, so let me show you my results or lack of. So as you can see on the page, this is from the chess results. This is my tournament performance. First, if you look at the statistics, you will see that I have lost some rating points, and there are several reasons why is that so. Of course, I did lose several games, but the problem is that this tournament has some almost 200 players, and they were from all ranges of strength. And when you have a Swiss system and with a tournament with 9 rounds and 200, almost 200 players, it so happens that you either get very high rated opponents, very strong players, and then very often, the very next round, you get weaker players than yourself. So basically, in these big tournaments, you very rarely play with the opponents of the similar strength. So you either get swiped off the board or you swipe somebody else from the board. So this is a fallback of big tournaments. So let me just go briefly game by game, as you can see on the screen, and I will tell you how it went. So the first game was okay. I will somehow try to highlight so you can see what I'm talking about. The first game, I was as a weaker player. I was paired in the Swiss system with much stronger player. So this is national candidate master, who is a young player. He's 19, and he's rising. So he'll very soon be, I guess, national master. Maybe even after this tournament, and I expect very soon to be FIDE master. So he was much stronger player than me. We played Sicilian. I played as white. I played Alapin. And he spent like 10 to 15 seconds to move, and he just won. I didn't stand any chance. So okay, this was expected. The next game was as you can see, with international woman, international master, so also a strong player from Germany, and she played a very solid Catalan opening. I didn't really know how to face Catalan. I don't have much experience in this, so I tried to do my best, but eventually she overcalculated me. She managed to win my 2 minor pieces for a rook and a better position, and as experienced good player, he just went on and win the game. So the third round, I was paired with much now weaker players. So you can see, if you look at the rating, so the first, the difference between a player from the round 1 and round 3 is almost 1,000 points. So it was a kid, I mean, a younger player, probably a beginner, and he blundered the piece very soon, and I just went on and win the game. I was white, I was playing Italian, so nothing much to say here. I just won because he was a weaker player. Then game number 4, round 4, it was the most interesting game in the tournament. I was playing national master, so you can see these oscillations all the time. So this was national master, woman national master, but still, and she's from Croatia, and we played. She also played Catalan. This is interesting. So this was the second time I faced Catalan, and this time I knew something because I was looking at my game from round 2, and I learned something about Catalan, so I applied this on this game, and I didn't play the opening very well, but neither did she, and then I ended up in a better position, and I had a better position for a long time, and then I just hurried. I made some reckless decisions, some suspicious moves because I was thinking I was winning. I was winning. I did have a better position, but I thought that I could win by force, and then I made some bad decisions and I lost the game. And this was the first game, which was very long. It was 4 hour long game, and it went to the end game, bishop end game, and I lost, unfortunately. But I was very happy because I did manage to play. I did manage to play equally with her. So it's too bad I lost, but okay. At least I proved that I can play with the players who are 1900 rated the game of 4 hours, and well, I could win, but I didn't. Okay, round 5. This was a weaker player. You can see he doesn't have international rating. Also a kid, and yeah, I played Italian, and I won the piece at some point, and then I just won the game. So nothing much to say here. Again, weaker opponent. This round 6 was very interesting. It was very similar like in the round 4. So I faced a stronger opponent. This opponent had a very good tournament. So his rating is here 1800 something, but his rating performance is much higher than this on this tournament. So he was very, you can see he had 5 points at the end. So also very long game. He played London system, and he went for this solid position on London. I did manage to outplay him in the opening and in the middle game, and I ended up in the better position. And I had a position in which I could, at least draw. But I didn't want to draw. I went on and play, and then I exchanged queens in the wrong moment and made some wrong decisions in the end game, and the game was lost, unfortunately. Although I did have a good position from the most of the game, even better. And it was also a very long game, more than 4 hours. And also, I forgot to say, in this 4th round with this National Master, I had several chances to close the position and get to the dead draw. But I didn't want to do this because my evaluation was that I was stronger, and that my position was better. I was stronger on the board, and I didn't want to go to the. I didn't want to go for a draw in the position in which I'm better, and this was my commitment, my self-commitment on this tournament. I decided that I will not be intimidated by the titles, so I will, like they say, I will play the board. So if I'm better, it doesn't matter if the grandmaster sits in front of me. I will not accept a draw if I think I'm better. It's better to lose the game and then learn something than to draw if you have a better position. So I don't play chess. I didn't decide to go into chess so that I can draw winning positions. I want to win winning positions. So every game I play for one, especially when I was better, like in these 2 games. So I think this game in round 4 and this game in round 6, I had some very, very decent chances of winning the game. So this made me happy because I saw that I can play with this kind of players. Round 7 I skipped because I had to go and pick up my daughter. She was on a school trip, and I spent that day. This day the organizer organized an informal blitz tournament in the morning. So there was a blitz tournament which wasn't rated. So I played on this blitz tournament, and then I sat in my car and I drove to pick up my daughter, and I spent like 8 hours in the car, and then I came back home and I didn't sleep very well. So this day was very exhausting for me. So after this day 7, I sit on the day 8, and this is my greatest regret of the tournament. You can see I faced a weaker opponent, and I lost 30 rating points on this game. But I'm not making excuses, but I was really exhausted. And I did play well, and we did come in the position in the bishop endgame, and my opponent offered me a draw. and the game was like 3.5 hours long, and I was so exhausted, and he offered me a draw, and I was thinking about should I accept a draw or not, but I was slightly better in the position. So I was thinking, well, why am I here? Why do I want to accept draw because I'm tired, or I should just play for the win because, like I said, I played the board. So if I was better on the board, I just wanted to play for a win. But unfortunately, my fatigue just got worse and worse, and suddenly I was so tired. It was 10 p.m. After 4 hours of the game, I just couldn't see the board anymore. It was very strange feeling, and I began to make such blunders which I never, I don't ever make in chess, and well, I lost because of that. Okay, it happens. And the last game from today, it was a most interesting game probably, in a sense that my opponent was of the similar strength as I was. He's not rated, but I saw from his performance, his points, and the way he played, he's maybe like me, maybe a little bit weaker. But the interesting thing was that I played the Russian or Petrov defense. I played very solid. I did manage to double his f pawns, and I just played to exploit this advantage. And then we exchanged everything, and we went with again bishop endgame. So the third bishop endgame, the opposite color bishops. But I had this slight advantage because he had these double pawns, and I consistently played trying to exploit this weakness. And I was very patient. And this game was a long game, almost 60 moves, more than 50 in any case. And little by little, I managed to prove that my bishop was better, that my position was better, that my king is more active, and so on. So all these small advantages eventually led to me winning the game. So I'm very satisfied with this last game. So what to say in the end? I mean, yeah, I did lost 47 rated points, so this is not good. If you look my performance rating, this is not impressive, but okay, this is what it is. I did manage to win against weaker opponents, and I lost against stronger opponents. So everything is expected. The only exception is the round 8, which I lost from the weaker opponents because of the physical exhaustion. So, but this is also part of the sport. So this is how it is. And now the tournament is over, but tomorrow the other tournament starts, so I have to get up very early, and I'm traveling to the island of Sholta near Split, and tomorrow at 6 p.m. Round 1 starts, and I have another 9 rounds tournaments, so I'll keep you informed how this tournament goes as well. Okay, thank you very much for watching, and well, have a nice summer, and see you very soon. Cheers.